I'm happy to welcome Lisa Long, who is a very successful actress, voiceover artist, direct response host, TV producer, and a true restaurant tycoon. Plus, she pretty much knows everybody in town, and you'll never meet someone who doesn't love Lisa Long.
That's really sweet. Thanks,
Well, it's
Tom.
really true. It's great to
thank
have
you.
you here, Lisa.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, and thank you.
Of course. It's great.
It's great.
Now let's go back to when we first met. Do you have any recollection of how we met?
I believe we met. You edited my tape.
Yes.
Right? Or tape. We called it tape then.
Right.
My reel.
Your reel.
Which is real. Yes, you edited
Back
it,
in
and
the
it was
day,
great. Back
I
in the
was
day.
I was working with actors,
Yeah.
designing their demo tapes. I met you, learned you had a restaurant,
Yes.
right?
And then all your great events started being at the restaurant. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to get to the restaurant because I
Okay.
want to talk about you for a second.
Okay.
I got to read this because this is astounding to me. 72 film and TV credits. Wait, I'm not done. Almost 50 voiceover jobs of different types. The host of 38 projects and a TV producer with 3 shows in development. A woman who never sleeps because we're not even yet to the restaurant part. Right?
Kind of just works out. Just works out.
So you work in all areas. I mean, actress, voiceover, the whole thing.
Yep.
It's been a good ride. You've done a lot of good stuff.
It's been great. It really has.
Yeah.
And I've met amazing people. And it all started really, well, I started really with the restaurant. You just keep meeting contacts, even though I was always an actress. And the two have just married very well together.
What percentage of your work has been somewhat related to your restaurant business and meeting all these industry people? What would you guess?
You know, I don't know because I never say. I remember my husband saying to me one day, I don't want people walking out here going, oh, that crazy hostess is an actress. So I never talk about it.
No, you don't.
But then there are times that someone says, oh, you auditioned for us last week. I don't really know if it helped, but it made me more comfortable and it made great contacts.
Yes.
And it helped the restaurants more than anything. I think the acting work, as you and I both know, is kind of just what it is.
Yeah.
And you got to win those roles.
Right.
But there is a comfort zone that those contacts did bring.
Yeah, and they know
So,
who you
yeah.
are. There's familiarity.
Yes.
Let's talk for a second because you have hosted direct response shows. What do you think makes for a great infomercial product?
I think a winner is that people need it,
Mm-hmm.
it's affordable, and it works. And if you have that, I guess
Yeah.
that's really it. I
Yes.
mean, you have to use it, and you have to need it, and you have to be able to afford it, and it has to work.
And a great host.
And that is. But truly, that host has to be, has to really communicate that and be believable and be trustworthy.
Right.
That's what we are.
You ooze trustworthy,
Yeah.
which is now
Thank you.
of course,
Because I get a lot of laxative stuff, so thank you for that.
you really?
Yeah, so thank you. The trust, the soothing voice. Anyway,
So no, those can be really good
they
spots.
could be very good.
It's
I
worth
have no
it.
complaints.
Is there something you would say no to commercial wise?
I don't think so.
Money talks.
Money talks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now what I recall and what will always be special to me about you that you gave in our life was we loved your restaurant so much, Bar Sack it was called at the time,
Yes.
right by Universal Studios. So you had so many industry people in there all the
Yes.
time, which
Yes.
I know is what we're
Yes.
talking about. We loved it so much that when I got married to my wife Claudia, which is now coming up on, I better get this right, although she never remembers, we're coming up on 18 years. So almost 18 years ago, because it was April
Yes.
19th, you hosted our rehearsal dinner
I remember.
in your private space.
I remember.
We didn't know each other that well, but we just loved the restaurant,
yeah,
right? And
yes.
so it's always been special. And then we started coming back anniversary after anniversary.
Yes, yes, yes. And for special occasions and whatever. We opened Barzac in 1990. And then to mix it up a little bit, I was lucky enough to get celebrity chef Fabio Viviani. And we
Fabio
opened
Viviani.
Viviani.
I love to say that name.
Yeah, I know. He does too.
Yes, he does. In
You
fact,
see him all over. He's
I got
great.
to work with Fabio on an infomercial.
Yes,
right, we
that's
worked
right.
together.
The torpedo.
The torpedo. And he was a little hard to understand at times,
Yeah.
but when you understood him, he was like the most charming guy.
lovely.
And what he was a Top Chef. What was it that he?
It was Top Chef season 5,
Yeah.
where it all started for him. But then he's just brilliant. We have Ferenzi Osteria together, so he's a love. He really is. Great guy. We are just now renovating it and expanding it. We're adding a whole outdoor seating, completely redoing every inch of the space. We are renaming it Verse, as it's going to have a nightclub.
VERSE.
VERSE.
Okay.
It's going to have a nightclub. That will start like at 11 p.m. So everything's the same. Lunch, dinner, all our great clients, all our industry
Sure.
clients. But it's going to be beautiful. And my new partners are Manny Marroquin, 8-time Grammy winner. You know, he produces for everyone. He's a great
Can you
engineer.
name drop a little bit?
I think there's going to be people like the Imagine Dragons and Bruno Mars and
No.
Alicia Keys.
You're
And
kidding.
yeah, these are Manu's people. And plus people that I've never heard of that are up and coming and,
Right.
really doing things. So I need to really study.
And when does that open again?
We should be open, I would say, no later than June 1st.
Okay, so you're getting there.
Getting there, yeah.
Okay. But like that's not keeping you busy enough, right? Because I know you got something else huge that you're working on. I want to hear about this.
Okay, well, I'm grateful enough because I meet people and there's chefs and projects be presented to me, so to speak. But I found this great space in Beverly Hills, which used to be Red Medicine, which we all love that. Anyway, I was able to get it. So we now have that space, and we are doing a concept called The Flats with a wonderful chef Kyle Chute,
Okay.
who has developed this concept, and it's all flatbreads, and he makes his own cheeses and his own meats.
flatbread.
Oh, by the way, he just won Cutthroat Kitchen with
That's
the
it.
first person to win $25,000, first chef. And you will sit down and be able to order all day long until 2 a.m., whatever you want. Flatbreads, he has the good standards, and then he has really innovative flatbreads. He'll constantly be changing it. Salads, really great little tapas plates, shareables. It's going to be great. Great wine list.
sounds
and comfy.
delicious,
Just
too.
comfy and
Right.
good, and just bringing good stuff to Beverly Hills with great service.
And what's the target date to have that open?
We should be open in May.
So you got one in May and
One in May
in
and
June.
one in June, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I'm
Now-
going to play for a little bit in the next couple of months.
You better and get some sleep.
Yeah.
You mentioned to me that, sometimes with these situations, you look for outside people to get involved.
Absolutely.
So help me understand how it works, because I don't know the restaurant business and what you might be looking for, because there might be people out there wanting to dive into this.
Oh, well, it's funny. Investing in restaurants is a little bit weird, but there are people who have done extremely well. And so we're always looking for new groups of investors because especially on the flats, this is designed to be multiple locations and obviously franchising and retail food. So, we always find investors. We keep it private so far, our private sector, as we did for Verse. So at the flats, yes, we are always still looking for people to get involved because this will roll and keep going.
So it's not just a restaurant somebody would be investing in.
Exactly.
They're part of this new ground floor
Exactly.
foods and franchising
Yes.
and so forth.
Yes. So it's a whole concept with legs, so to speak. And there will be frozen food. We're in negotiations right now with Chef Kyle to do the frozen flatbreads for a company and his pastes and his spices. Probably his meats and cheeses, who knows? And then a cookbook. So all this we give to our investors and we grow with them.
So if somebody invests, and I'm assuming there's like different, what would you call it, lots or
Different
shares?
units, different units. For this one, we're keeping it very small at first, and then after the first 6 months, we look at the numbers, and then we sit down with our investors and we say, "Shall we do number 2, and how shall we expand with you?" So we like to stick with our same group, which is what I've always done.
So if
same
someone-
group just moves forward. Yeah.
And if someone buys into a unit, it's not just that restaurant. They're part of this whole concept. Is that right?
Well, they're part of the whole concept for that location and the food and the cooking, anything that happens
With
there.
the flats, yes.
But moving on, they would get first choice, and probably we will give them a special perk of some sort to
Okay.
go on to the next one. But absolutely, yeah, you always take care of your core family first.
Right.
Yeah.
I assume when they come in, they get a good table, too.
Oh, we give them things like you can't believe.
Is that right?
Yeah, no, these days you have to be grateful for investors, and
Yeah.
the restaurant business is a luxury investment as far as I know.
Right.
That's how I look at it, even though this could be a little different. Hopefully we'll have the Chipotle business plan success.
Nice.
But really, you have to be very grateful for people investing with you. So you got to take care of them, sure.
So if somebody is interested in that, obviously they can email me at
Sure.
tom@thepitchwithtom.com, and I can get them connected with you.
Absolutely.
But they can also, we've got your URL on your, below you right there,
Yes.
lisalong.net. Is there a way to contact? I know you don't see it, but I promise it's there.
I feel it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So if they go to your website,
Sure, they
there's a
can
way to
email me.
contact you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I would love it. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
And does it? No, of
Thank you.
course, it's a win-win.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say, Lisa, Renaissance woman, because she truly is incredibly talented actress. I remember on her demo tape, and this was 15 years ago. You had the most amazing scene with Billy Bob Thornton, where you were were you a cougar or something? You were just like a sex fiend, I think.
I was
that
I
it?
was like the accelerated dater.
You
yeah,
were
that's
very
what it was.
convincing, is all I can tell you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean that as a compliment.
Thank you. I've been really lucky. I've
Yeah.
worked with some really wonderful people. We work really hard.
Yeah.
but I've been really lucky.
Well, she works constantly. If you're looking for an on-camera person, she's got the restaurant business where you should talk to her if you're interested in that type of investing. And I want to thank you for coming in. It's great to have you.
Thank you. Thanks for listening.